Hey there guys, so today I'm going to be talking to you about Cinder. And no, I don't mean the powercasting material that is igneous rocks. You smart person you. I mean this book right here, Cinder, written by Marissa Meyer, which is her first novel, good work, and it's also the first book in the Lunar Chronicles series, which is made up of 4 books, the next one being Scarlet, which is coming out next year. Sad face. Who actually says sad face in real life? Sad people do. Okay, so yes, this is the first book in that series, and yeah, I'm gonna read the blurb for you. A forbidden romance, a deadly plague. Earth's fate hinges on one girl. Cinder, a gifted mechanic in New Beijing, is also a cyborg. She's reviled by her stepmother and blamed for her stepsister's sudden illness. But when her life becomes entwined with the handsome Prince Kai's, she finds herself at the center of a violent struggle between the desires of an evil queen and a dangerous temptation. Cinder is caught between duty and freedom, loyalty and betrayal. Now she must uncover secrets about her mysterious past in order to protect Earth's future. This is not the fairy tale you remember, but it is the one you won't forget. So, this book is loosely based on the story of Cinderella, the fairy tale. It's written in third person, and it gives a really new, fresh, different kind of story for Cinderella. It has the main kind of points, like, there's, I don't want to say what the main points are, but like, the main kind of things where lots of parts from Cinderella are still in this, but they're reinterpreted, and there's lots of other things that happen around that, and yeah, it's just a really new kind of different version of that fairy tale. And the other thing I wanted to say is that it has a kind of dystopian feel. The land, it's in a different place. It's a New Beijing, which is a new Beijing. New, it's sparkly and new. Other adjectives that I can't think of. Okay, so yes, it's in a different land, and I feel like it's dystopian. I think dystopian, I'm not sure what dystopian means. I think dystopian is like the opposite of utopian, and utopian is like a good place. So dystopian is like where there's bad stuff that happens. And there is some bad stuff that happens, I don't know. I feel like it is dystopian. You tell me if you read it, or if you have read it. Tell me if you think it's dystopian. I think it is. I'm not sure. I should know this. Okay. So, yeah, that's a little bit about the book. Now I'm going to tell you my favorite and least favorite things about this book. My favorite things about this book are Cinder, the characters in this book, and Cinder as well, being one of the characters. I really like the characters. They are so different and so interesting and so just awesome. They're just awesome. Like, immediately when you start reading the book, you really, really like it, and it's really, really good. The other thing I like is it's a fresh, new version of Cinderella. It's very different. She's a cyborg. Crazy stuff. And the other thing that I really liked about this book is that it draws you in. I could not stop reading this book. I loved it so much. Like, seriously, I could not stop reading the book. Like, it's been such a long time that since I've stayed up the whole night reading a book, not being able to put it down because I just need to know what happens. Now I'm finished with this book, and the next one comes out in 2013, and I can't get it yet. It's so sad. So sad. I want to read the next book because I really want to find out what happens next, because this just seriously awesome. Words are gone because it's awesome. So good. So yeah, the things that I didn't like about this book, and before I talk about the things I didn't like, I just want to say, when I was reading the book, because it drew me in so much, and because, I was in the story, and things were just happening, and I just couldn't stop thinking about what was going to happen next. So I wasn't really thinking about what was bad about the book, because normally when I read a book and I like take a break or something, I'll kind of like reflect in my head a little bit about the book. Like, I'll just think about it, about what I've been reading, and then I'll think, oh, maybe that's not a good point, or, that was a little bit weird or strange. With this one, I didn't think that at all. I just kind of read it, and I was just absorbed completely, and I didn't care if there were any errors in the book. I just really liked the story, and it was really, really awesome. But looking back, I can tell that there were some errors, and not errors, but there were some things that I didn't like, and the first one of that is there's kind of an ambiguity about where this is. It's in New Beijing, but I don't feel like there's any Beijingness about the place that they're in. Like, I feel like it could be any place. Like there's no real like deep description of the place that they're in. Like it's all modern and stuff, but other than that, there's no description of, or there is a description, but there's not enough description of like, you know, the place. I don't feel like it was solidified enough in my mind that I could see New Beijing and distinguish it from a different city in, that was my phone. I don't think that I could distinguish it from a different city that would be in this book, because I feel like they're all kind of just described the same. So that's something that I didn't really like. The other thing that I didn't really like is that I feel like some things weren't really explored as much as they could have been. I feel like there were some really big themes in this book. The cyborg thing was a really big thing that was explored a lot, but I don't think it was explored enough. Like the emotions around being a cyborg, I don't think was explored enough, and I don't know, I feel like it kind of glossed over some things that could have been, you know, really big topics to discuss and to talk about and to, you know, go into in the book, and I didn't really do that. So in that way, it was kind of like a light kind of read, you know? But nevertheless, even with all those things that I just said, I really like this book, and just for the fact that it's been such a long time, like it's been years since I've had a book that I could not stop reading. Like, it's been such a long time, and I just love that book for doing this for me. I love the author for doing that for me, and it's so easy to read, and so I have to give it 5 out of 5. I just have to, because I love this book so much. Even with the errors, it's just an amazing book. And so because I like it so much, I have decided that I'm going to do kind of like lots of videos about this. So I'm gonna like make a playlist kind of thing about this book, like I have with the Game of Thrones and the Song of Ice and Fire series. So I'm gonna do like a Cinder thing, like a Cinder version of Beowulf, just because I want to talk to you about this book. So I've reviewed this book now, and I'm gonna do a book talk about this book, just talking to you about the book because I really wanted to talk to you about this book. There is also a book club that happened like yesterday that I wasn't able to go to. I wanted to go to it and I was planning to, but I had to work and stuff. And so I'm definitely going to be in the next book club, by the way, and I'll put information about the book club, which is awesome. It's just so awesome. It's a live book club on YouTube, which you can join, and it's just amazing. And they talked about Cinder, so that video is up on YouTube on Bunny Kate's channel. If you want to check it out, then I will put a link below that you can check out, and it's just awesome. I'm so excited to be in the next like book club because I really want to be in it because I wasn't able to be in this one. But yeah, I really want to talk about this book, and I'm so excited for the next book. And yes, so look out for more videos about Cinder and about Scarlet and about the other books that I can't remember the names of. And look out for no videos about pyroclastic material that's made of igneous rocks, or that is igneous rocks. I'm not actually sure. Wikipedia was a bit vague. Yeah, okay. So that's my review of that book. I just put it down. That's my review of this book right here. I hope you enjoyed this book review, and I will see you next time. Bye. Awkward wave. Even awkwarder wave. Okay. Bye.